سبحان الملك القدوس سبحان الملك القدوس سبحان
لبيك لا شريك لك لبيك لبيك اللهم لبيك لبيك لا شريك لك لبيك لبيك اللهم لبيك لبيك لا شريك لك لبيك لبيك اللهم لبيك لبيك لا شريك لك لبيك إن الحمد والنعمة لك
أهلا وسهلا وحياكم الله وكل عام وأنتم بخير. اليوم 27 من 9 1447 هجري والموافق بيوم الثلاثاء. ما شاء الله تبارك الله. It is mothers and our grandmothers, some memes, soos deres, soos jeppes, soos papas, soos oegties, soos amaties, soos ammies, soos khalis. All those authentic people that came in our lives since we found the halawa of the city. May Allah bless your mothers and fathers, your soul families, and may you always be cherished in our narration. MashaAllah, tabarakallah. It is a Tuesday, it is the 27th day. 2 plus 7 is 9, and you are in the 9th month, which is Ramadan, so that's the 99. Okay? له 99 نعجة ولي نعجة واحدة. طيب? People, all of these things in the life journey of where we are going to, for those who has qualified, of course, for those who has found the authentic path, okay, for those who Allah has activated the scrolls, mashallah, tabarakallah, those who are of the royal families, okay, mashallah, tabarakallah. May Allah bless your ancestors. May Allah bless the salihin of your roots. It's only through them that you are given this upgrade and this amana to pass on to the next stage of the evolution. This is an evolution of life that you and I do not control. Okay. Not many of you could understand it, otherwise you'd have made a big mess on earth as what you already had done here. Okay? So what the political subjects has done, what the economic cartel has done, what the religious mafias has done, what the food mongrels has done, they have caused the imra'ata lutin wa imra'ata nuhin. They have been the primary cause for your nature to have decayed. Okay, today most of us are sitting or inheriting a decomposed, a fruit nature. We don't know ourselves. We eat anything, people. We eat anyway. We don't care what we put into our stomachs and into our mouths. We don't care what we say with our mouth and with our lips and with our tongues. Because why? We are from that decomposed, what you call this now? Texture. Okay, the rap. Our rap is completely and it was uitgewe in other words now. Okay. It's not it's not physical, it's all metaphorical, people. You have to activate the intelligence in order to understand what it was. There was never something that you missed out. It's all being placed inside of your intelligent files, okay, your intelligent source, okay. Nothing ever, it's nog niks gemis nie. Moenie worry nie, even as jy maskierig is, everything must still unfold inside of you. We are not all on the same timeline. Some of us has gone and had to escape this evolution in order to secure the great grandchildren that is coming, because we could see our mothers and our fathers was not equipped for this onslaught. Okay, so because most of you have lost, most of us has lost our first nature, our mother nature, our innate, our fitra, our deen. We've lost it, people. That's why we now applying a synthetic deen, a synthetic religion. You can't call that a deen. That's a religion that is from another source, from Saudi Arabia, India, Egypt, Vatican, Israel. That's synthetic. That's not what Allah has created when He says Alladhi khalaqal mauta. Okay, maut is your best form of where you are currently since Corona. Allah created this because you are unaware what maut is. Okay, maut is something which was created for those who understand what it is to be mayyitun and mautun. Okay, we never could the heavens express unto you what was the reality of this journey. Otherwise, you would never have appreciated what you are currently having to experience. Okay, they had to give those who had a good feel in, okay, on the field. Okay, you can't just let them stand in the sun the whole day. You must give them an opportunity to come in, and this is the time when they are coming into the Bayt again, into the Baytun Nur. Okay, waliya na'jatun wahida. Okay, the Quran was never a history book. It was always here to guide each and every individual who believes that there is a year after, and what you are currently going through since Corona. This is year after for us. Okay, it is maut where there is life. Alladhi khalaqal mauta. Now we are living our lives, not what we experienced before COVID. That was just a simulation and an artificial installation. Okay, because none of that you can retract. Okay, whilst COVID came to express and to project to your next generations that the money that you have accumulated, the businesses that you have built, the artifacts that you have acquired, everything that was a material value was debunked in the eyes and in the ideology and in the new scroll of the new children. That's why Allah tells Nuh's son. Okay, Nuh's son is what, guys? Nuh's son is the last reality pre-COVID. That was where you thought that it was real until Allah proved the entire galaxy and the entire realm that was all a fictional thing, because nobody could help anybody. Not your money could help you, not your connections could help you, nothing could help nothing, because that was the decree that came from above. Then the children was given the intuitions by Allah to show what their parents had hoarded and what mushriks they had become. Okay, this is the truth from the Quran. This got nothing to do with politics. This is just pure from source. It's not here to judge you. It's here just to put you into and to put me into my scroll. Okay, some of you are now currently serving the sentence of Ayub. You have been contaminated to the deepest of realities. Okay, you live in a planet where there is no death, guys. Okay, whilst we live in a planet where we are currently experiencing maut. Alladhi khalaqal mauta. When there's a reset, the first thing that comes into being is maut, because maut is life. Okay, now there are some of our ancient tribes, old souls that are present, and then they are assisting your children, people, your grandchildren, that you could not guide over into the next age, because you have been now consolidated as out of the scrolls. Okay, they will not know you. They will not remember you because they will consider you as a idolic, yani, previous civilization that Allah destroyed in my presence. I saw it. I'm a shaheed. I cannot lie. I saw them destroying that fictional reality that we were hoarding, and we were going to places to find salvation. That was completely erupted and disrupted. That now in 2026, 1447, it doesn't exist anymore. You are now serving your time in your conscious line, whether you are in a deep unconscious phase, okay? Whether you're on the seventh, the lowest fi darkil asfali minan nar, you are now going to have to try and doctor your wounds here, people. You're going to now get like the apps that is going to make you believe that if you have brain cells and this stem cells placed in, then your life is going to be expanded because it's all in your mind. You don't have a soul anymore. Okay, you don't understand it because the God that you thought was God turned into the Iblis. Okay, that was the Shubha. That was the simulation. That was the Makr. Okay, that was how the system was flipped. Okay, this is in your psychology, people. If I have it, ek is iets slim mense en dan moet almal dit hê daarbey. Okay. Now, let me just tell you about Imra'ata Nuh son. Now, because we've changed the narrative, it is now changing the storyline. We don't look at that text at the Nas. And when Allah says, Ya Nuh, when Nuh tells Allah, Ya Rabbi innahu ibni, it's my son. No, it doesn't mean ibn, it doesn't mean biological. It's not a story of a man that lost his son and his son. No, it's a reality that now became decomposed. The narrative is no longer valid. That rationale and that logic and that systems, the money systems, the banking systems, the education systems, the religious systems, it does not anymore serve this new species that Allah is making, the khulafa. These are the new visionaries that Allah has brought into this new cycle, okay, this new conscious cycle. This is the Isa cycle. This is the Muhammad cycle, okay. This is the Ahmad cycle, okay. It's not religious, people. It's natural. It's cosmic, okay. Because your religion has given you beliefs, you could not qualify for it because of the shirk that you were engaged in, okay. There's nothing that you can do about it, people. It's already, you are already given your allocations. We are just giving you the naba'un azim. Amma yatasa'aluna anin naba'il azim. The Quran came down today, last night, yesterday. Okay, if you understand and you read your scrolls, your personal book. But because we know our mothers and our fathers are blinded by Allah, they cannot read the scrolls, people. There's nothing I can do. Innama azwajukum wa awladukum fitna. Your spouses, be it your husband or your wife or your children, is a test because they are not your blood, people. They're not your blood. You're not going to be with the same people in Jannah. Remember what I'm telling you, people. You are soul, okay? Each one comes to serve a certain reason why they are in your face, okay? Some of them come in order to take you onto a higher level whilst you are in their opposition. عسى أن تحبوا شيئا وهو شر لكم عسى أن تكرهوا شيئا وهو خير لكم. You see, it's energy, people. It's how to balance and how to module the ship, how to keep it balanced so that you do not become biased and you do not end up in conflict. Okay. Now, when Noah tells his son, in other words, what Allah is telling us here indirectly, the future that is coming for your next generations will be nothing to what you believed in. Okay? It will not understand Muhammad as a man. It will not see Jibreel as a prophet or as a malaika. It will see him as a intelligent source. Okay, it's because the chemistry is now upgraded in our planet. Okay, people, we've left that dark world, people. We've been upgraded in our intelligence. We understand death. You don't have an understanding of death because you're waiting to die. And intadiru, Allah says, no, wahma, because you don't know what time is. You don't know that it is only cyclical. Cyclical, people. You don't live in linear time with your ruh. You are now in that time. How are you going to live in Jannah when you're going to have your Rolex watch with you? Okay? You've not taught your children these things, man. You've not given them the true path into how to go about how living in an equilibrium environment with their hearts, with their souls. So your children knows that you are not believers, you are not mu'minun, because any human being that believes in this metamorphosis, they will tell their children for free. But they did, the last generation that Allah destroyed, they did not equip their children with this because they did not have souls. They were ghost people. Now the children will now evaluate them and they will write about Abu Jahl and about the people who were ignorant. That's the Abu Jahals of the age. Okay, for them you let them free. Idhabu fa antumul tulaqa. Go, because there's nothing we can do. Nobody can change your fate, people. If you did not study, if you did not do your assignments, if you did not upgrade your lifestyles, if you did not take care of what your mouth comes out of your mouth, what goes into your mouth, if you not yani, cautious of what you read, what you visualize, what is screened into your two eyes. If you are unaware of these things, people, you must realize that you have been contaminated, you've been invaded, you have eloped to a new realm of a unconscious reality. Okay? الحمد لله الذي هدانا لهذا وما كنا لنهتدي لولا أن هدانا الله. These are the times that you have to understand the network of the divine Al-Quddus, because only those who have that subscription, they get the feeds, people. Those who cannot get to there's no there's no life coming for them. Okay, قل إن أصبح ماؤكم غورا فمن يأتيكم بماء معين. Okay, most of us are now unable to tap into this new data centers, and therefore we are led as the sheep. Okay, most of our mothers and fathers are the sheep of the adversaries. Okay, mostly, whether they make salah and zakah and all these things, they are still eating the riba of this county. Okay, you can't stop it. Okay, they have already inherited this gene. Okay, and this is how you cannot help. إنك لا تهدي من أحببت ولكن الله يهدي من يشاء. When we speak again of mothers and fathers, it is not particularly speaking of biological, it is speaking about the past generations, because everyone is a mother and everyone is a father. But it is that decomposition of that nature that can no longer serve, and most of that past decomposed nature, most of us cannot get rid of it. Okay, you don't know how to uproot yourself from it because that's the only reality you know. But inside of you, Allah has created a cosmic evolution. Okay, where Jannah is, where Jahannam is, where eternity is, where everything that you need to understand how to live and co-create the reality is within, between your hands. Ma baina aydikum wa ma khalfakum. Okay. This you will not be learning in religion, because religion is here to hijack you into another world, into a slave world where you are a sinner, where you have this and where you have that. You can sit with your father that is 80 years old today and ask him where's he going to go to. He can't tell you. But sit with your child that is 4 years old today, your grandchild, and ask him where's. He's going to answer you because Allah already gave him the answer. Understand the changes that is coming, It's the past psychology and the past vision, whatever you thought is not going to be applicable. So mashallah tabarakallah, because we understand the infrastructure of this new age that is now incoming. It is our duty to prepare them, because their parents threw them to the to the sheep, to the dogs, in other words. Yeah. Okay. They have no spirituality there. Okay, what has happened now at the same time, what Allah has ordained since the mosque has closed, is there are more people that is visiting the mosque online than going physically, which means that the online digital communities are now going to become popular in our new dispensation. Okay, the relevancy of the mosque are not going to be, it's going to be a different mindset, because spirituality is in conscious, not in physicality. Okay, that this bleeding period that we're going through now. Okay, so each sovereign tribe will host in their chamber the different essentials that would keep the tribe, the soul tribe, enhanced and developing and growing. Okay, online education, LMSs, Bitcoin, not Bitcoin, blockchain, all the natural systems will now be technologically inverted. Okay, you will understand the spiritual as well as the technological partnership of how you were supposed to understand Jannah. Okay, how are you going to live in Jannah without money when you're going to have tokens? Because you are living in this time now. It's for your children, it's not for you and I. Okay, we are already in Jannah because we don't understand what is coming. Okay, but those who are the visionaries, those who are the engineers and the architects of this new, they've already been activated people. They know who they are. We don't need to tell them who they are. They do what Allah has already commanded and placed, installed into them. They are not religious. Remember, they are not religious. In this age, you cannot hold a fake identity. You must hold an authentic rhythm. They're not going to acknowledge you if you are coming there with a fake. You must be yourself. Be from the tribe where you are. That's how we got our credentials. Okay, because we know who we are, people. You can not change these kind of methods. Okay, so we set up the Baytun Nur, which is now a new it's a new version of spirituality. Okay, it's a conscious now, because now you're going to meet Allah in conscious, not in your physical body, like where you were searching for whilst you were still in Jahannam committing sins and paying a God for salvation. Okay, that confessionary paradigms is gone. You are the paradox yourself, the walking paradox in your lives. Okay? We are speaking to people who understand, to the souls, to the real people of the land. Okay? The land, when we speak about the land, is inside the ard, alif, ra, dad. Okay? We do not exchange our secrets online, people. Let's make that clear. Okay, we don't sell, we don't exchange secrets. The sovereign wealth remains amongst the tribe. That is for them to survive for the next 7 generations. Unlike the last generation that went and sold their souls for a bucks. Okay, in bucks. Okay, nothing is ever going to get better in the Jahannam, people. It's just going to get worse where you were. Okay, there where you are is the unconscious worlds where you find different structures guiding you to a God that is going to end up to being your shaitan. Okay, فَلَا تَلُومُونِي وَلُومُوا أَنفُسَكُمْ. Allah tells you all these things in the Quran. Okay, it's the simulation of how you go through the different processes to come to the refined product where you live in your eternal peace, scrolls, right? Where you become a co-creator and you get your your allocation and your appointment and your mission. Okay, your purpose, your effect. Okay, this is where you're supposed to be today. We are young people. We are still very young. Because your soul cannot grow, get older. Okay, you will remain in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's sight and nur in that equilibrium. All right. This time around, our mission is in the south. So in the south, because we are formerly in this lifetime in this area, we have to clean shop here. Okay, we don't clean the shop by destroying it. We just take the good ones home. That's all we do. We don't come to destroy or demolish Allah. It's Allah's work. Okay. So the way of neurological disciplines now and spiritual advancement, you have never ever read a book that would be able to tell you, because you didn't find Allah, and Allah was supposed to give you that activation. Allah is supposed to teach you that it's inside of you, but because you have not been given the upgrade, you cannot understand where your children are going to live in psychology, in a higher realm of in engagement. How they going to unravel the miracles of themselves? Okay, the natural order that Allah has birthed them on. Kullu mawludin yuladu ala fitra. Okay, they don't need you to tell them who Allah is. They need you to know who you are, so that they can see whether you are genuine or whether you are a misprint. Okay, it's natural now, people. The thing has gone into the natural order for those who's made it across. Okay, this is the singularity of a conscious way. You will now understand how we prepare. We've already laid the foundation for the next generations, and it is built on a matriarch. It must be a matriarch. From a patriarch, it went to a matriarch now. You can't go back to a patriarch, okay? That world is not going to serve you, people. You're only going to find it more and more disbelieving now. And obviously, your religions is going to fast become a lie, okay? Amongst your next generations. It's happening, it's here already, okay? It's just the respect. وَلَا تَقُلْ لَهُمَا أُفٍّ. There's also وَلَا تُطِعْهُمَا. Okay? They're not going to oppose you in your beliefs, because they know they cannot unplug you from your beliefs, but they know that you have become an idolater. You can't find the keys to death, and death is life. Okay? So, people, you must understand this conversion of COVID, what COVID came, it came from Allah. But you just didn't pick up your email and you thought that it was a scam and not a spam. Okay? Because you were contaminated, your beliefs were contaminated, and now your next digital children that you put into the Wi-Fi zone, they have no spiritual guidance there, and they have no biological parents, because now new parents are assigned to them. Okay? Because why? The last generation made that children into traffickers. They were traffickers, conscious traffickers, not knowing that what was going to happen is that someone else is going to raise your children now in the spiritual world, people. In the spiritual world, because you are only going to live until you close your eyes here. You're not going to go further than this, because you're not given the right to go out. You will be ghost in the ghost towns. Allah don't sleep, man. Allah don't play fools like we play fools. But Allah is the most compassionate also. Allah is the most merciful. But what we did with religion, we turned it into a commercial bliss. Okay, it's customs, it's traditions. The only thing we do in Ramadan, the only thing that is fard in Ramadan is what? Whatever you are doing is all sunnah. Everything is sunnah. The only thing that you think that you understand, which is also not completely consistent, as far as what we understand the Quran. We understand the Quran in the light. You understand the Quran in the night. So obviously, you're going to see a very funny picture. But when you understand what you are currently doing, most of the things you are doing in Ramadan now is sunnah. Tarawih is sunnah. Suhoor is sunnah. Khatam Quran is sunnah, recitation. The only thing that was imposed in your curriculum, in your decomposed civilization, is abstaining from drink and water, from water and food. That's the only thing that you imposed on your lives. But you didn't realize that you do that every day when you sleep. because that's the time when the body goes into its natural mode where it heals itself. Okay, every day, every human being fasts. That's how Allah naturally created the human beings. But because you come from a different planet, you went and latched onto something which, at the end of the day, you can see what has happened when you break your fast until the next morning. Your body has no rest, people. In the time when it is supposed to have rest, you have invaded that sanctuary. Okay, so by now you must understand who and what civilization you have become. You are Ashabul, you are from the people of Qawmi Lut, okay, and you are from the Qawmi Tubba. That's the two, and Thamud, of course. Okay, you don't know who you are. You don't know what your soul holds within. Okay, may Allah Ta'ala accept your barakat and grant you khairat. في أمان الله وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته.
يا مصطفى كل شيء